Well, good morning.
Good morning.
Nice to be here again. And I want to just make a statement before I start, which is part of the lecture, and that is I don't believe in being defeated. I don't believe in defeat. Now I'm looking at it, everybody looking and saying, what is he talking about? My goodness. If you believe in being defeated, guess what? You're going to be defeated. Truly, I tell that to you. You know, in the last couple of weeks, we've had some very interesting things happen. We had a captain of a ship being captured, and he's sitting on this lifeboat with his pilots. Can you imagine? Here we are in 2009 with pilots. I can't believe it. I thought it was my family coming back. But here he is sitting on that lifeboat, bobbing out there in the sea, and I'll bet you 10 to 1, because I seen this man on TV the other day, that he did not feel defeated. He probably said into himself, I will be saved. And he was, thanks to our United States Navy. The other day we had a woman stand up and get out on the stage. I thought she was from England, but she's from Scotland. And everybody prejudged this poor person. They said, here's a woman who has never been out on a date, she's 40 years of age, never been kissed. And when she opened her mouth to sing, everybody fainted. It was remarkable. And I bet you the phones are ringing off the hook now for that date. There was another gentleman who left another state and had a wonderful business going on, filed bills in the State House in Boston, started different corporations, started different ventures in life, and then all gave it all up. Moved into Florida and started up again. And that gentleman was me, believe it or not. But I never once felt defeated. When somebody asked me when I started out in business or my career as a medium and as a minister, did you ever feel defeated? And I said, no. Frustrated perhaps, but not defeated. Because we get to that point where we can't look at defeat, can we? You know, in this natural law that we have as spiritualists, we believe that light attracts light. I keep saying that constantly to my students and to the different people I talk to, and it's really true. If you want to be negative, you just hang around with negative people. Or you just send out negative thoughts. You know, our minds are like little computers, aren't they? We'll always push that switch, and we're going to put in all the stuff that we need, good or bad. It was interesting because Trish said to me one day, will you shut the computer off? And I said, sure, and I pulled the plug. Little did I know. A gentleman came to me the other day and said, you know, that's a pretty interesting story. You came from Massachusetts. And I said, I wonder how you knew. And he said, how did you do all this? And I said, wait just one moment. I walked over to the corner and I took out a piece of paper, a pen, and I wrote down these words. And I passed it to him. And he looked at it, he read it, he looked at me with those bright eyes, and he says, you know, your point's well taken. And the words were, nothing stops us but ourselves. Wow. Can you believe that? How many times have you sat there saying to yourself, I wish I could do something different? I hear this all the time. You know, as a medium, for over 30 years now, I'm only 39, by the way. No laughing. But I get to that same situation, although I can't remember anything that people tell me. In fact, I don't remember names. I'm awful on that. The class that I have made this little plaque, and it says, hi, I don't remember my name either. But basically speaking, people will ask about changes, whether it's domestic changes or career changes. And I'll say to them, you don't know until you try. And they say, well, I'm afraid. I'm petrified. I said, well, don't do that, because what happens when you put the fear into your subconscious mind? You're going to lose out. You need to try. I gave a talk on intuition. And ladies, I don't want to disappoint you, but us men have it as well. We really do. We have these little feelings about doing different things in our lives, like being a minister, like being in insurance, like forgetting life and living on a desert island somewhere. And it's that little intuition that we have is really what? Spirit. Spirit tapping on our shoulders and saying, you know, it's time to make some changes. And in my case, they used to kick me an awful lot, believe me. So we have to pay attention to what Spirit is really telling us. You go home tonight and you turn the light on, light switch. Just think about this. What happened if Edison, way back, said I can't do it? What happens if he sat there and said, oh my gosh, I don't understand what I'm doing, forget it. We'd still have a candle power today, wouldn't we? Think about our pioneers in spiritualism who stood up and wrote wonderful things like the Magic Staff and all the wonderful books that came out. Andrew Jackson Davis. If they felt for one moment that they were going to be defeated, they would never stop, would they? So we need to be positive about things. We need to really think of, yes, we're going to do it. That should be the foremost of things in our lives. I have this little card that I wrote out before I came down to Florida, and I wrote it down, and it's just 3 little words. I can, I will, I believe. And you know something? I've been passing those out to people, and I should have charged $1 a piece. I've been paying the mortgage off and buying a church like you have here. Let's just take a look at this for a second so you remember. I can. I can make the changes in my life that I really want to do. I will. Here's the hard part. We always say, I'm going to do it tomorrow. And guess what? Tomorrow never comes. I will do it today. I will do it right now. Because it's important that I do that today. And I believe. I did this in a class once. I said, what do you believe in? Somebody said, I believe in my dog. I believe in my cat. I believe in this one. I believe in that one. I said, what about believing in yourself? I never thought of that. Isn't that remarkable how people forget themselves? We need to think about ourselves too. That's not being selfish. That's being smart. Once we do that and we get this into our subconscious mind, we're going to be okay. Now, we turn the TV on and the radio. I'm a big TV fan. I watch all the wonderful shows on there. I like the fighting, you know, and all this politics stuff. But it's getting to me lately. It really is. We turn it on. We have the economy situation. We have the problem in the Middle East. We have this thing happening. We have that thing happening. And then you go bonkers after a while. I usually tell people to send down to see Dr. Demento. We need to change that. Wouldn't it be nice if we had the Good News Spiritual Network? And all we put on a Good News Spiritual Network is good things. I just named off a couple of them. There's millions of good things out there. And that's what we really need to get in our subconscious mind.